Hey guys, this is Bud Maloney, and today I'm going to show you the secret method of how to put a screen protector onto your smartphone without getting any air bubbles, or at least getting 98% bubble-free environment. So there's a lot of methods online that show you how to do this. They use what's called the hinge method, where they tape the screen protector onto the side of the phone and they put it over and they do stuff to it. There's other people that just hold it and put it on top and spray alcohol, and then they put the screen and then they push the alcohol away, and it's a little bit complicated. So with trial and error, I found this really easy method for me, and with time you can get really good at it and you'll get perfect screens. Here's my Galaxy S4, for example. Let's switch it off. Here's my Galaxy S4. You see it's very smooth. There's no bubbles except that thing here. I think that's a hit because I remember it was bubble free, but you'll get the edges. That was awesome. So that was very good screen placement. Other thing is, this is my iPhone 5C, also bubble free. See, the edges will get that because you put it in your pocket and that will kind of push it, but there you go, we have a scratch. This scratch is underneath. That's why I put this protector. I got this used phone. So it's a very nice process and it works for me. So let me teach you how to do it. And what you're going to need is a screen protector, obviously, but it has to be tailored to your phone. You buy it for your specific phone because the camera, the speaker, and the home button, for example, are always in a different place. You could buy something and cut it yourself and put it on there. That's also cool too. But usually they're cheap. They're like $1 on eBay, and they usually come with a screen protector and a microfiber cloth, and maybe even something to squeegee the thing. You could use a credit card, and that's the next thing. The next thing you're going to need is a credit card or a plastic card. I unfortunately don't have any card that doesn't have information, so I had to borrow this from a friend. And I don't know why she has this card still, but yeah, she has it with her everywhere she goes. And you're going to need an LCD screen cleaner. You could use glass cleaner, you could use something that's sprayed to clean screens. There's a lot of stuff, but just something to clean the surface before you put the screen. I'll go through the steps right now, but first I'm going to explain what you need to look for, because it's not just dust. You get air bubbles by the actual film kind of covering, not being placed correctly. So if we have say this is a screen and it's going down, and this goes faster than this, so then you're going to have an air bubble that you're going to have to push out, and sometimes it doesn't push out all the way. The second thing is dust. It's everywhere. It's going to fall and settle on the screen, and it's going to create this little guy, and then when the screen, again, we're covering with the screen, it's going to be, hey, you're kind of covering him or her, and that's going to make a bubble, or it's just a little notch on the screen. So to get rid of this, you've got to make sure the window's closed, there's no air conditioning running around, you wipe the table, clean your hands, clean everything, anything that could be dust. If there's somebody that's sawing wood outside, just close the window and make sure that it's ready. Another thing, you could use a tissue, and that's what I usually do first, even though tissue leaves a little bit of a residue. Let's see, I put a lot of water there, but that's okay. I'm just putting it on the screen. I know there's a protector on there. And you could also spray the cloth. I like putting a lot more water than usual. So yeah, I'm using a tissue. It's going to leave these white residue. There you go, just very small, but if you do it correctly, that's the first step. So let's take off my original screen, because I just showed you how to, so now let's assume you just bought your phone and it's straight from the manufacturer, and there we have the screen. So this is the old screen. Now that's the one that's what I cleaned. I forgot to do that before the video. But I guess I wanted to show you how the application. So again, your movement should usually be in single directions. Don't try to not touch the floor, and try to hold the table. Imagine the table is lava. But just to get everything out, these large dust particles, let's look closely, investigate, and always look closely at the phone. Always examine it. See, because it's not just, oh, you're gonna magically move the particles away. They won't move if you don't move it. So right now, actually, with the tissue, it looks very clean. I'm looking through the camera with my eyes. What I'm gonna do next, this is the very sensitive screen that you have to handle with extreme care. Try not to touch anything to get dust into the thing. So let's get the microfiber cloth, which doesn't leave a residue. You could buy those separately, I don't know, chamois or whatever. Just, you could use a cloth that's lint-free, I guess. Try not to touch anything else. I'm going to spray just a little bit of LCD screen cleaner here, just a tiny bit. Now, you could do this without the LCD cleaner. Just make sure that you are trying your best. So right now I'm making sure I'm trying to just kind of move everything far away. It's activating the phone every time I do this. I don't have any iPhone 5C, but it's the same process. Screens, I mean screen protector. I do have a 5C, you just saw that. So see, there's nothing. There's one right there. Let's kind of look closely. See that? So you gotta try and remove each particle. Now that's hard to say. You're not in a clean room, like an actual vacuum, or I think they're called laminar or whatever, laminar clean room. A friend was telling me about it. And let's put this somewhere safe because you may want to use it again. Sometimes the first application is not the best, so we're going to put it back inside the same bag it came with. We're going to take, this is a Galaxy S4. I'm not touching this with anything else, not the table, nothing. And make sure you don't bend it. I almost bent it there. Just slowly. You may need somebody else holding the thing. Wait. Just going to open the bag. Put the cloth inside. I'm not touching anything. Make sure not touching. And oh, another thing. Don't put your head over the phone because your head might, I don't know, detritus or whatever, or dandruff might fall and cause chaos on the screen. So make sure everything is, see, that's not a particle. So here's your typical screen protector if you've never done this before. They usually come in two sides. One side is the first mask. You remove this and then you put it on the phone, and then you remove the second mask. So the second mask we don't care about, we care about the first mask application. So looking at the actual thing, I don't see any dust particles. You gotta see. If there are, you could pull out your microfiber cloth and clean it. You're gonna be like, why are you cleaning the masks? I'm cleaning the masks, I'm cleaning it away from the phone so the particles fall far away. Here you can't see, but I'm going like this, but far away from the phone. I'll clean the phone again, just for good measure. Okay, so far so good, right? What are you teaching me? What's top secret about your method? Here's my screen, other people just open it, put it like this. That's not right, because your alignment's going to be off. So the best way to do it, I found, was you start from bottom top. You could start from top bottom, but I usually the home button's down there, so it gives you a little bit of an alignment. So what you do is we're going to peel off a little bit, a tiny piece of the mask, mask 1, just goes on the floor, I mean on the surface. You're going to peel it off, we're going to align it, and slowly use the card to push it until it reaches the end. So I'm trying to get here, but the tripod's in my way. So you may need nails for this, and luckily I have a little bit of nails. And we're trying to peel the film, not from the part that they tell you to peel it. You'll be like, what? Say what? There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but I picked a piece. And just enough, like this. Just take a very small piece. That's going to be setting up my alignment, because a lot of times you put it and it's going to fall into the other side. See, I already did a mistake. I peeled the wrong side. Let's put it back. That's okay. Got some bubbles. That's fine. That's on the screen. That's okay. See, it's working through. I mistook the bottom side. Here, luckily, okay, so they did start bottom side, I admit. But again, we're going to take a very, very small piece. Try and keep it as closed as possible because we don't want any dust particles going in. So we're going to take it like this. And you're going to try and align it. See, that's why I'm saying it's 98%, because the first part you're going to put it is going to have bubbles, but it's not the screen. So what we're doing right now is I'm placing it. It's making dials. Stop dialing, you stupid phone. It's not a stupid phone. It is a cool phone. And just pay attention here. You see this bottom part here? I keep it as is. It doesn't open up whatever's left, and I align it. I kind of put this, I align it like this, but I keep the bottom. So let's kind of, this needs, I wish I had somebody else here to hold it. See right up top? I'm going to hold it and just show you what it is. These bubbles will go away, don't worry, this is on the mask. On actually the second mask, the top one, so we don't really care about that. But see, the camera has a little bit of freedom. Yeah, it's completely free. You could see that. I'll show you later. But the important part is you set it up and you hold it down like this. God damn it, this phone is going to drive me crazy. And I don't want it to light up because it ruins the thing. I should have taken out the battery, but I didn't think that far ahead. I was like, okay. So right now this is where you're at. You're going to kind of hold it like, oh, hold it. Just test the alignment. If the alignment's off, just remove it and then kind of align it wherever. So you're setting the initial condition of this line. Okay? So right now, again, you could use somebody else. Frickin' phone. I don't want to move it because I don't want to get any more dust. So I'm stuck now with this phone that keeps lighting up. So the trick here is you have your card, but you're going to slowly pull the mask away from behind it. See, right now, I'm not touching the screen. I'm touching just the mask. Pulling this. And as it slowly goes, you're just going to start and make sure it goes out evenly from both sides. It's kind of hard to do this, so you may need somebody else, but I've done this enough times. Then you're going to take the card. See the card? And we're going to slowly, I'm going to move closer so I could see. That's kind of, my fingers are in the way. You know what, let's move the phone for you. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to push, and keep pushing slowly like this. But I'm going to push because I don't want any air bubbles to be there. So let's relocate here because my shoulders aren't getting in. And I'll try and put this to the side so it's clear for you guys. You see how this is slowly removing itself? So that's where we need to kind of introduce control. So we're going to hold this and we're going to push down through the card, and we're moving it. Remember, you could keep it like this and you could push on both sides so it's even. See, it's moving slowly on its own. You see that? It's moving. I'm moving my hands. I have shaky hands. Shaky! And you're going to slowly push it. Don't put too much force on it because you're pushing on the screen. And just let it kind of slowly slide. This way, the immediate contact between the actual screen and the film is dust-free. You guarantee that dust-free zone. Don't hold it in your hands and put it like the others showed you. This is a very easy method. And you could see where you mess up and you could pull back because you know it's going to be the minimal dust. And there we go. I'm sorry if it didn't show everything. So we have air bubbles here, but this was in the first part. So had we set up earlier, because had I had that, but we could push this out too, and that's fine. It's on the edge, so we get it out of our zone. And the only way to push it is, again, push it by pressing. And pressing evenly, not pressing in one side, because you don't want the air bubble to split the tension in the actual thing. So there we go. I'm looking actually at the thing, so I hope this is clear. So you could scratch the hell out of this side because this is just a mask. And beautifully, there isn't a single, there's maybe an air bubble right there. Like not complete, and that could be because maybe some dust particles there. You can even push that. You could push that right like that. And then this one here, you could push it. You see this one right beside the camera right there. I could do this again if this video doesn't end up being clear. I didn't have another protector, so I only had this one, so I'm like, oh, I gotta make it right. So I didn't have too many takes of doing this. So I'm really glad that this method always works for me. So here it is. And let's remove the second mask, the second peel. And remember, you don't want to remove the screen with it. You just want to remove just slightly, very slowly. You don't want to move the screen because sometimes the screen goes up with it. Here it is. See, we have another, see, that's a dust particle that got on the end, but it's not on the screen. And that's how it's done, guys. That's the Bud Maloney method of putting So what are you going to do about this annoying dot? Well, you could still push it. You could even access it if you wanted to, but let's push it out. Okay, so that's below, and I got this because if you just go rewind back, I kind of spend a lot of time here, and it's kind of moving and stuff like that because I was holding the camera. But when you do this, remember it's got to be very slow, and remember that face. Remember, this is very important where you align it, because alignment usually messes you up and you waste the screen protector and you got to buy more and more and more and more. So with time I can discover this, right? So here's let's reiterate. We're going to put it, you're going to put it like this. But what if, usually what people do is they like remove the mask and they put it on like this, and it ends up being misaligned. You can take it off, put it back, which adds more dust, and it's sticky, right? So you put it like this. We're going to open the mask. Sorry, I'm repeating the method here just to show you. Remember, you open it just a tiny bit. You can even pull back a little bit. That's why your hand should be clean, like this. Remember? So this is our screen right now, and this is the mask number 1. Below the mask facing this would be mask number 1, the one you peel first, and then peel second. But you saw the video. I'm just saying, making sure that you guys got the message. You put it like this. You let the actual screen protector touch the screen first, and you push it with the squeegee with the credit card, while you keep pushing. Unfortunately, this side is sticky because that was the side that was sticky, and you just kind of slowly pull it away, and you get a perfect distribution every time. And I love this method. I love it, and I'm sharing it with you guys because, I don't know, I think it's cool. I hope you liked it. I hope you, see, here's the results right in front of you. Everybody, all my friends that I did this for, you could do this even for an iPad. We just gotta need a ruler, and it works great. So you get beautiful screen protectors. You don't need any of the complex sprays or whatever. Just freaking glass cleaner would be perfect for you. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up or a like. You could follow me at Twitter at budmaloney.com. Or at Bud Maloney is my Twitter, and I also have a website called budmaloney.com, which I post reviews and stuff and tech DIYs. I also have this series called Netto's Adventures, which is a pictorial series. I take close-ups of my fellow Netto Android friend. He's an Android, and he's somewhere here. I can't find him. You hear the rustling of the keys. Where are you? Oops. A lot of noises. Yeah, because I'm excited that I got this right. And I usually do get it right, but it's like every time there's this little bit of a chance. So I take pictures of this guy, and my new series is going to be me, and that's Bud Maloney, my Lego version. He should be somewhere else. So Netto's Adventures is up right now on my Google Plus page. I'll put the link here. Check it out. It's 272 pictures. There's a story. It's funny. It's nice. And it builds up for the series called Macro Bud, which features Bud Maloney himself, and maybe Netto. So thank you guys for watching. Again, please subscribe and let me know what do you think of this method. If this worked for you, hit me up. If it didn't, well, we'll try again, and it should work for you. No. Well, hopefully you understand that dust particles are very hard to control, unless you live in, you work at Intel and you get to use their clean room. All right, have a good one.